Once upon a time, they were a man and a woman who in vain wished for a child. They had a little window at the back of their house, from which a splendid garden could be seen. This garden was full of the most beautiful flowers and herbs. This garden was surrounded by a high wall, and no one dared to go into it because it belonged to a wicked witch named Lady Gato. One day, the woman saw a plant called rampion, used to make salads.
My darling, I have a strong desire of a salad made from that plant.
What did you say?
I want to eat rampion.
The only way to get rampion from the witch's garden. I'm not going there, that's for sure.
But darling, if I don't eat now, I know I will surely die.
I will wait, my dear. If you want it, you have it.
So the husband climbed the wall into the garden of the witch and started taking some rampion.
Rampion, listen to my dancing wife.
The man took the rampion and his wife made a salad of it and ate it.
It tastes so good, but I want more.
Get you some more.
Just be careful, darling. I hope the witch doesn't see you.
So her husband went once again to the garden. When he had the rampion in his hands, he saw the terrible witch standing before him.
How dare you come into my garden and steal my rampion like a thief? You will suffer for it. I'll turn you both into rats.
Oh, please forgive me. My wife saw the rampion from the window. She wants to so bad. That you know that if she really have something to eat.
If you're telling me the truth, I will let you to take as much as rampions you want. But only for the one condition, you must give me the child which your wife will bring into the world. It shall be well treated and I will care for it like a real mother.
No one can do that.
Then your wife and your baby will die tonight.
Oh, please, your handle. Promise I give you my child.
Very good then. Now get out of here and get as many rampions as you want.
A few years later, a beautiful baby girl was born to the farmer and his wife. When the baby was born, the witch appeared, gave the child the name of Rapunzel, and took it away with her.
This is my child now. Ha ha ha!
Rapunzel grew into a beautiful child. Under the sun, she played in the woods and she took very good care of her long hair. I like to comb my hair. When she was 12 years old, the witch shut her into the tower in the middle of the forest. The tower had neither stairs nor door, but near the top was a little window. When the witch wanted to go in, she placed herself beneath it.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Yes, let me unfasten my braided traces so that you can climb up. After a year or two, The king's son was walking in the forest when he heard the song, which was so charming that he stood still and listened. You with a sad heart, don't be discouraged, oh I realize.
Oh, what a beautiful song! Who is singing so lovely?
The lovely voice came from Rapunzel's tower. The king's son wanted to climb up to her and look for the door of the tower, but none was found.
Now, what shall I do? There's no way of climbing up. There are no stairs and no doors.
He went back home, but the singing had touched his heart that every day he went out into the forest and listened to it. One day, he was standing behind a tree when he saw the witch coming, and he heard what she said.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Then Rapunzel let down the braids of her hair, and the witch climbed up to her.
So, that's the way. I can climb to the tower, and I will do the same thing.
Next day, when it began to grow dark, he went to the tower.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Immediately, the hair fell down and the king's son climbed up. Rapunzel was so surprised to see him.
Oh, who are you?
Darling, my heart is yours. I have never seen anybody as beautiful as you. Will you marry me? Will you be my wife and live with me in my kingdom?
Yes, I will. You are young and good man.
Then it is settled. We'll get married right away. Just let down your hair and let's go.
I will go away with you, but I do not know how to get down. If I get down my hair, then how will I get down?
You're right.
You have to go now. The witch will come soon.
Yes, but don't worry, Rapunzel. I'll think of something.
When the king's son was getting there, the witch was already there and said,
You have come to take Rapunzel. Now you will never see her again. Ha ha ha! Ah, you wicked child! I thought I separated you from the world, and yet you have deceived me. Now, just for that, I will cut your beautiful hair.
In her anger, the witch cut off Rapunzel's beautiful hair and took her into a deep desert where she had to live in great grief and misery. That day, when the prince came, he found the witch waiting for him at the top of the tower. She cursed and screamed some more before casting a spell on him that made the prince lose his sight. The prince, now blind and with a broken heart, wandered through the forest and finally he got to the desert where Rapunzel lived in poverty. Heart beat fast, colors and promises, how to be brave, how to...
That voice that I hear seems so familiar to me.
He went towards it, and when he approached, Rapunzel said,
Oh, Prince, I miss you. I'm so happy to see that I'm crying.
But as soon as her tears fell on him, his wounds healed and his eyesight returned. The first thing the prince saw was his beloved.
Oh, I can see again. Oh, my sweet Rapunzel, what have they done to us? Now let's go back to my kingdom. I will introduce you to my parents.
They were overjoyed to find each other again. They went to his kingdom and lived happily ever after, far away from the wicked witch.
Did he live in one cell? It takes chances and not let anything hold you back from achieving greater things you are in life.
We can keep our children from harm. No matter how much we try to warn or protect them, they must learn things for themselves and teach them to be effective and self-reliant.
When something is destined to happen, then no one can stop that from happening. No matter how much power one has, never give up your hopes, no matter how bad or hard the situation is.